Hello and welcome to your afternoon. I'm Sarah Pilla. Here's what's coming up today. Can you smell the chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Can you hear the sleigh bells ringing? Can you see mommy kissing Santa Claus? I'm just kidding. Well, this year Christmas is here early. I'm not kidding about that. And some are hoping to spread some cheer safely during this pandemic.
Okay, so outstanding visual effects in a student project.
You know, Rick, the winner will take home one of these, and it's actually based off one of the first known visual effects.
Dangerous times. Looks like he almost lost an eyeball.
Well, dangerous indeed, because, you know, these students are super talented, and going up against the pros, you know, I bet you the next big VFX supervisor will be one of these nominees.
Sarah Pilla joins us here at the table. Great to have you with us.
Great to be with you, as always. It was such a wonderful weekend, and coming back to work for this last week of 2020.
Last week of 2020.
Last night in this vice presidential debate, it was the only time that American voters will get to hear from these candidates before the election, and I think it's safe to say that it appeared much more calm than the presidential debate last week.
Yeah, that's it. Keep it coming.
Rick, what are you doing?
I'm making some amazing special effects, Sarah.
Rick, you don't need to do that. That's why there's an award for outstanding effect simulations in a photoreal feature film.
What, you mean replicating the chaos of nature in digital form?
Exactly. You know, the way water ripples and how leaves fly in the wind and the smoke. Here are the nominees.
Sorry.
And I really enjoyed sitting down with Gloria Molina, the first Latina to ever sit on that board, and then speaking with Janice Hahn, who has a long family history of serving here in LA County. You know, her father served on the board for 40 years, and Kenneth Hahn was seen as progressive, but Janice had told me that her dad probably couldn't have envisioned this kind of moment. In fact, it is the most expensive proposition in history, and we're talking about Prop 22. That is the gig worker benefits proposition.
Wow, Sarah, this is absolutely incredible. It really does look like we're backstage.
No, Rick, this isn't a visual effect. We really are backstage.
Why?
Well, because we're introducing the category for outstanding supporting visual effects in a photoreal feature film.
Oh, sorry. I'll get my eyes tested. Anyway, here are the nominees. I think that's what it says.
Oh, Rick.
Is the fly that's trending most on social media, isn't it?
Oh my goodness. I knew once that fly landed on his head, I said, I should open Twitter and see the social media go crazy. And they were unforgiving. I mean, they really were. It was a social media moment to remember. But in a more serious tone, you know, this is the only time that American voters are going to get to see these vice presidential candidates debate one another leading up to the election.
And here's one of the biggest awards of the year. Look.
Wow, that's so big.
I know.
But not as big as the shows represented here in the category for outstanding visual effects in a photoreal episode.
I see what you did there.
I want to wrap up with the pandemic. We know it's been a roller coaster between shutdowns and reopenings, and so now we're back in shutdown mode. How big a hit is Governor Newsom taking politically with these shutdown orders?
So here it is. It's time for El Gordo.
The big one.
The big cheese.
The kingpin.
Mr. Big Trousers. Oh, look, it doesn't matter anyway. It's time for the
Outstanding visual effects in a photoreal feature film. Jinx.